Okay, so just 1 second. Okay, can you guys see my screen now?
I can.
Okay. We've just for those that are joining us, let me see how I can catch up for you guys. Gunnar and I think so are joining us for the first time today. So for the sake of you guys, let me just see if I can do a recap. Favor and apology, is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
uh, thank you,
Okay.
thank you. That would be awesome.
All right. All right. Cool. Um. Okay. So this slide I'm using is part of the things that was sent to your email as a welcome pack. Um. I've been mentioning the all these files, all the things we're using, the feedback forms, the calendar, this document, they're all available in a Google Drive folder I shared a couple of days back. So just for anyone that hasn't seen it, the name of the folder is, I will just, let me share on the screen where I have the folder open. Okay, so there's this folder, participants. So that's the folder I shared with everybody that's participating in hashtag DetDevC. So in it, there's the welcome pack that has everything that was sent to your email. The only variation is the calendar. So it's updated. It's quite different from what was sent to your email. And we've been following through with the calendar. So today's day 5, and day 1 was introduction. Day 2 to day 7. Day 7 is Sunday. We'll be discussing the 7-step method to success, which I titled 7-step method to achieving your goals as a developer. So this intro document is, okay, this is not what I'm using. It's part of this. It's part of this things that was sent to you. So everybody that signed up already has access to this. Okay. If you check your mail, you will see that like I shared this folder with everybody. You can see, as you can see, like everybody that signed up. So everybody has viewing rights, privileges. But for in case anyone has not seen it yet, I will just put the link down in the chat section. So, okay. Oh, I sent it to Favor privately. Sorry. So I'm sending it to everyone now. Okay, so it's in the chat section now. The link to the drive. So aside the welcome pack, there is another folder, which is the folder for this sessions that we'll be having that we started having from day 2, and they'll run till Sunday, day 7. So this is the slide I'm using. This one here is what I'm using for the session. Okay, in a minute we'll do a brief recap and I'll just rush through it. So today we're actually supposed to discuss deadlines. Okay, but like I said, I'll do a quick recap. So now these other folders, these are the really important ones. I mentioned at some point that one thing that developers do, I fall into that trap once in a while, is to get a project and just, whether it's your personal project or a freelance project or a project you have as a result of a team you're on, to get the project and just start coding immediately. Okay, you just want to, sometimes a couple of times I feel it's like an addiction, like I'm addicted to my keyboard. Like I just want to just keep pressing. And I type very loud, so it has this feeling it gives me. Okay, but that aside, it's very tempting to just get a project and just want to rush in and just start clicking on your keyboard. But it's wrong. Okay, why it's wrong is you're going in without a plan. Okay, and you're bound to crash. You might not crash. Okay, but at some point, as you encounter bigger and bigger projects, it's more likely that that method is not going to work for you, and that's really the foundation of this 30 days challenge. Is to beyond just coding, to get us to imbibe project management skills. And how we plan to do that is by teaching the 7-step method and implementing it with GitHub project and GitHub issues. So there's a thing called issue tracking development. So that's basically what we're trying to use to implement the 7-step method to achieving your goals as 7-step methods to success. Okay, so back to these folders. These folders are, so every day there's something to do. Okay, every day we have the session. At the end of the session, at the end of the day, before the next session, there is expected that based on what the things we've learned, based on things we've discussed, there are some tasks. Okay, they are not like assignments. They are like tasks that are supposed to help to try to help you implement some of these things that we talk about during the sessions. Okay, so like day 2. Okay, so the folders have let me just open one. Very first session day. So it has the video for that day, that session. I think this one is like 500 MB. Yeah, that's like the max. Future videos will be like, I'll try as much as possible to make it less than 500 MB, but this first day was 500 MB. So for those that miss, you can always guys like Uguna and Chinonso, you could always like go back and should you want or rewatch the session. Okay, so then this one is the form. So the form is the important one. It's are you seeing the form, or are you still seeing the Google folder?
I can see the form.
Okay, the form is showing. Okay, cool. So this is day 2 form, the very first day that we had the session. So there, based on the things we discussed, every of these forms have the name and email section, just so I know who is responding, and like should there be need to, I can reach out to you back. And then day 2 we talked about resolving your project to a. Day 2 we actually talked about 2 steps. We talked about a definition, and let me see if I can quickly go back to the slide. So day 2 we talked about to define and then to write your goal down, and based on that we now have this. So based on that, it is expected that you should have now, like based on what we discussed, resolved your project to a simple sentence, and then this is where you now enter a simple sentence. Then we talked about writing it down, and GitHub Mobile is writing down. The reason why it's important to write it down is so you can be conscious of it, and it's not just when you get your laptop that you remember it. It's not when you see your laptop that you remember it. It's something that you're doing something else, and maybe you're even talking to a boyfriend or a girlfriend or even eating, and then it's easy to remember because it's something you're constantly thinking about. And our mobile phones are like something we can't help but interact with every day. So I mentioned that GitHub has a mobile app. So downloading it and keeping some of your work or doing some of your work from there will also help to remind you once in a while of the projects that you have. Okay, so that's why there's a section for you're supposed to download the GitHub mobile on your phone and then like send a screenshot to me like of the app on your phone, just so I know okay that you downloaded it. And this last part, if you have any questions, you can type it in here. or suggestions or anything like that. So that's just like a sample of how what each of these folders will contain. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. Okay, so let me just do a. Are we good so far? Especially Tino Sandogono. Are we good so far?
Yeah, sure, we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So I will just do a quick recap of the. So like this meeting is being recorded so that when we're done, it can be uploaded to. Balaji said it's good. Okay, so this meeting is being recorded so that when we're done, it can be uploaded to the drive folder. Okay. So back to our slides. Okay, so this is the very beginning of the slide. So on day one, if you've seen day one that I used a different slide. The reason is I think I told you guys then I spoke at the conference recently with this topic, so I hadn't designed this one by day one, so I used the slide from the slide I used in the conference. But by the next day, that's day two. That's when I used the old one. So by day three, I had this one designed already. So this one is more focused to hashtag 30devc. So we now like started using this one. Okay, so all the slides I basically send out have this page where it talks about me a little bit, who I am. So my name is Jeddah Maribo. I'm a full stack web developer from Nigeria. Also a learning community ambassador with Andela and aspiring Google software engineer. And then I have a website, the personal website. It's funny because that Google aspiring Google software engineer is funny because recently I got this. I did this application for Microsoft and I got like they scheduled a meeting. So it's funny. Like I'm saying, my CV says aspiring Google software engineer, and then and then I'm supposed to be interviewing for Microsoft. Anyhow, so there's this shout out page. I don't think I have gone back to refresh this, but the shout out page contains some names. And the names, they're actually like 31 people that signed up for hashtag 30devc. And 12 people so far have verified their sign up. Okay, 12 people. As at the time I prepared that slide, 12 people had verified the sign up. But currently now I'm checking the form and I'm seeing that 19 people. Oh, that's nice. 7 more people have verified their sign up. So the reason why I did the verification thing was okay, confirmation of verification is so I know those I'm really working with. So that when we actually start doing stuff by next week, just focus on the guys that are really like into this. Okay, so my energy is not really dissipated everywhere. So these are the first 12 that confirmed their sign up. They confirmed their sign up, and okay, I think I'll just since the slide is on the drive, I think I can update it. Yeah. I think I'll just update it. So it reflects the other guys that have confirmed their sign up. Okay, so big shout out to you guys. Once again, let me just see if I can do this. Bolaji Ogidon, thank you. He's on the meeting. Ugoke Emmanuel, thank you. Manuel is not here. Mark Chidera, Wachebelu, thank you. Ndaba, I still don't know how to pronounce your other name. She's not here. Thank you. Sophia is not here. Thank you. Elochuku Diara, thank you. Favor. Oh, Balaji says I'm welcome. All right, thank you. Favor Cecilia, thank you. Chukwemeka Allison just joined us. Thank you for confirming your sign up. Stanley Eze, thank you for confirming your sign up. Okay, Chuku Philippo Kowanji, Philip is not here. Thank you for confirming your sign up. Onyuku Hyacinth is not here. Thank you for confirming your sign up. Mary Uki, thank you for confirming your sign up. And let's see if I can get the other guys. After Mary, who comes next? Okay, Ugona Donald Zima, thank you for confirming your sign up. Did Favor do twice? Yeah, looks like Favor did twice. Awam Victor, thank you for confirming your sign up. Uku Arinze Anselm, thank you for confirming your sign up. Oye Jide Oluwatobi, thank you for confirming your sign up. Adetunji Oluwasegun, thank you for confirming your sign up. And finally, Kelechi Eluwagu, thank you for confirming your sign up. All right, guys. That was interesting. Okay. So we said why this is happening is, like I mentioned earlier, it's very easy for developers to just start stuff by diving into their laptop first, actually like a plan. And then maybe somewhere in between, they now say, oh, this thing might actually need a plan. And then we come up with a plan. So that's the reason why we're doing this, to actually handle that. And the solution, like I mentioned earlier, is to adopt project management skills. Okay, so most organized teams companies have project managers on the team, but even at that, it's required for you to an extent have some project management skills of your own in handling your code, especially if you're a freelancer, or working on your own project. Okay. So the approach, I guess that's okay. That was next. So we're using, we're using GitHub issues and GitHub project to implement the New York Times bestselling author Brian Tracy. So long and short of this is Brian Tracy has this book, No Excuses, and in chapter 4, I think he discussed the 7-step method to success and weird stuff. I just found this way to just correlate it with GitHub issues and GitHub projects. So basically that's what we're doing. We're actually like, this thing, I didn't come up with this. It actually exists, this 7-step method for success. I'm just like seeing how, I just saw the correlation between GitHub issues and GitHub projects and this 7-step method. So basically that's what I'm just like trying to share, because it has really helped me. Okay, it has really helped me, and I just felt I should share. That's basically it. Then okay, so the alternatives to GitHub, okay, for project management software. Notable mentions, there are many of them, okay, but notable mentions, why are my letters going to the next line? Okay, should fix that. Okay, so notable mentions are Quire, Trello, Jira is quite popular, Trello is quite popular too. Zoho, these ones are quite popular. Asana and the like. Okay, they are notable mentions. They are alternatives to GitHub. But I think the next slide explains one of the reasons why we're using GitHub. For those of us that have a student account, this is one bonus. Student email account. One bonus is that you have access to GitHub student developer pack worth like $60K in service, definitely not cash. I wish it was cash though. Okay, so part of it at least was cash. Okay, so you have access to $60K plus worth of services, not from GitHub, but not only from GitHub, but from like some partner companies. So currently my own personal domain is as a result of one of those like many services. Namecheap has one service there. I think Heroku too has one service there. So yeah, so I'm using the Namecheap one for my personal domain. And then Canva too they have like a pro account on the GitHub Student Developer package, and currently that's what I'm using. That's what I even used to design all this slide, and most of the things I've been sending out. I used Canva to design most of them. So it's really great stuff. These are just 2 out of like plenty of them. Okay, what else is there? So okay, so other benefits include the fact that most of these other guys do not give you the flexibility of having a code base and the project management together in one, and that's something that GitHub does. So for those that are not students, again, your code is one place, and your project management is also one place in one software. So you don't have to start running around different softwares inside the same. I think this Atlassian guys, the guys that own Jira, they have this thing where it's like Atlassian, but then they have Jira for this, they have some other things for that. But with GitHub, it's just one, it's one software, one company, one software, not one company, multiple softwares. And then we now headed, this was what we discussed day 2. We discussed this. We said when you have a project, the very first thing is to define the project, and we said it's most times it seems like it's clearly defined, but when you start actually like getting down to it, you see that there are a couple of things that really need to be noted down. And we said the aim of defining your project is to resolve it to a simple sentence. And I mentioned the fact that sometimes I use my mom as a test for this. So if something I'm working on, and then I sometimes, okay, recently I completed something for mentoring on the learning community ambassador for Andela. So there was this project they gave the guys on the mobile web specialist track, a weather app, and I'm actually like a learner and a mentor on the program. So I actually like completed the project also to encourage the guys I'm mentoring, and also because I'm supposed to complete the project. So first thing I did was I sent it to my mom. Okay, why I did that was she is like zero. She's not a techie at all, like zero. Like this is minus something like that. That's like where she is. Okay, no, maybe not minus. She knows how to use her phone, so maybe not minus. But you get what I mean. She's like not really so techie like that. And I just basically what I do when I build stuff, or these days when I want to build stuff, I just like that simple sentence, just give it to a non-techie person and see if they understand what you're talking about. Okay, if they do not understand it, then that's good test that okay, your simple sentence is not so much as simple as you think it is. Okay, guys, I've been warned that we have Zoom is about to kick us out. Okay, we'll just do here's what we'll do. We'll stay in by 6 o'clock. I do not plan to take any more of the time than I asked for, considering the fact that we are human beings and we have things that we have at times to do. We have things we need to do with our time. So what will happen is in this 10 minutes, I will see if I can round up this. Someone is chatting. Yeah. Sure. So Gonda is asking if you can change his project simple sentence. Yes, the forms are in such a way that you can edit your responses. Okay, so if at any time you feel like we learn every day and we improve every day, so I feel if at any time you feel okay, this thing I did is not the simple sentence I submitted is not it, then sure, definitely you can go back in there. The form is set in a way that you can edit your responses. So yeah, sure, you could go back there and change what your project simple sentence is. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so I said I'll try to finish up this. Okay, yeah, you're welcome, Oguna. So I'll try to finish up this recap in the next 8 minutes. That's what is left. Then normally we do like the first 40 minutes to talk about what we want to talk about for the day. Then we come back for 15 minutes. Like after the meeting ends, I start it immediately, and then we come back for question and answer session. It's exactly what's going to happen today. So I'll try to finish between now and the 8 minutes I have left. If I do not, when we come back for question and answer, I'll take maybe like 5 minutes to finish up. And the remaining time we have till 6 o'clock will now be used for question and answer. Okay, so is that okay with you guys? Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, it's cool. Okay, so okay, yeah, so a simple sentence. So that's basically the aim of the definition. You want to define it in a very simple sense, such that a non-techie person can just look at it and have an idea at least, because they're non-techie, they might not really have a full idea, but then they have like a very good idea what you're trying to talk about. Yeah, and we said these questions, if you answer them, it will help you to get your simple sentence right. These are not all the questions. I don't have all the answers, but I'm saying like these questions help me. Okay, and I believe they will help you. And so if you answer all these questions, you should be able to have a more simpler sentence than your project team lead gave you, than your client gave you, and then you came up with when you initially thought of the pet project or side project or personal project. Okay, so and one thing you would have gotten right after answering these questions is if you're an individual, you have gotten your repo name, and I want to assume all of us are good with GitHub. Is that safe to assume? Ugonna, you're good with GitHub, yeah?
But yeah, I'm good. I'm good enough. I'm not perfect, but I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I think it was Favor. I think it was just Favor that. Favor, are we? Yeah, at least you understand what a repo name is now? Oh no. Hello, Favor. Favor is muted. Okay, so I said I would get across to Favor, and Bolaji said he is not familiar with GitHub, or is it that he doesn't have a project topic? Bolaji, which one was it?
Hello, Judy.
Yeah, I said you get what we mean when we say repo name now, don't you? Or you still don't?
I can't really hear you very well. I don't know. You can drop it as a message or something.
Okay, message where you chat.
Thank you.
Bolaji, are you good with GitHub now? No, that's the wrong question. Do you understand what we mean by repo when we say repo on GitHub? Yeah. Oh, cool. Bolaji is, yeah. So I think, what was it you said the other day? Was it that you don't have a project to work with? Yes. Okay. Yes. So that was it. So you will just drop me your email address. I think I handled that for, I think it was Cecilia the other day. So drop me your email address, your GitHub email address, and then I will just add it to the project I'm working on. Is that fine by you? So we'll just work on it together. Is that okay? But is that okay? Do I add you to the project I'm currently working on? Hopefully he says yes. But let's just continue while we're waiting for him. So, Favor too. Favor wants to work on my project too. Yeah, so if you want to join me on my project, okay, so just like I will just post it generally. Okay, if you want to join me on the project, oh, my spelling is wrong. I am currently, all of you that your speakers are good, forgive my type talking. If you want to join me on the project I'm currently working on, please drop your email address. Wait, not just any email address, your GitHub email address, a GitHub email address. Okay. Okay, Favor has dropped hers, and then Bolaji has dropped his. So I will add you guys up to the project I'm working on. Okay, so back to this. We have 2 minutes left. Ouch. Okay, so you said after this, when you're done defining, you will have come up with your repo name, okay? The repo name, that's if it's a new project, okay? You will have come up with the description for a repo. There's also a README file that GitHub attaches to every repo. You would have come up with the content of the README file. Basically, I suggested that if for the content of the README file, just basically throw in the answer to these 4 questions. These 4 questions and the answers, and basically your README file should be up and running. What in God's name is this? We have like 9 minutes to 6 o'clock. Wow, I did not know. Okay, let us run. And if you're working in a team, you have like a branch name, and you have come with like a branch name, and that's because most times guys working on teams, you have like already a repo, and then your team leader, just basically wants you to commit to contribute to a particular issue or a couple of issues. So basically just create a branch name according to the naming convention that's on the team. And then so by answering this question, you just come up with a branch name. And the description for your commit message, or the description for your commit, the commit you make after making your changes, you'll come up with that. So I will just run, forgive me. So the second part is to write it down. So after you've defined it, you now write things down, the things you defined. You know what will happen? These things are basically in the videos. So whoever is new here, I think I've laid a solid background. You could just watch the videos. I mentioned this thing, so I don't know, repeat myself, and we maximize the little time we have left. So you write these things down, then you list them out, then you organize them. Then today's topic is deadlines. So guys, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I know how I'm going to do this. I'll just have to be very fast when we come back. So I'll end the meeting now. Okay. When we come back, we might not have question and answer session. I will just leave that to the form. So the form, the task for today, the question and answer session will be there. So if you have question and answer, you just put it there in the form. But when we come back, we'll just use the remaining 5 minutes to discuss deadlines. Okay, it's just this page of the slide that we have to do today. So I'll try to be as fast as possible. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll end the meeting now. Doesn't mean we are going. I'll end the meeting now. I'll restart it immediately, and you can just join with the same link that I sent to you earlier via your email, and then we'll